Hey, what's going on, guys? Coach Daniel here. I've got my assistant coach, Angelica. We're sitting today with Kat and Alex. We came back from the American Open Series in September. This was our first time going to a national event, my first time taking athletes. Angelica was with me as well, assisting, going through the whole warm-up and training and doing everything that way. First time for these guys as well, lifting on a national stage. We've been competing a little bit at the local level, but qualifying numbers came up, and we shot for that Vegas series. So sitting down with everybody today, just kind of recapping how it went, what our experience was like, and all of that fun stuff. We'll start with our lifters over here today. Kat, Alex, what got you guys into lifting? What made you kind of attract to Olympic weightlifting?
I started lifting when I joined my college's track and field team. I went to Fresno State as a thrower, and so the majority of our conditioning was heavy weight training. So that's where I learned the basic elements of Olympic weightlifting. And then I decided when that ended that I still wanted to continue it. I got really strong from my collegiate program, and I figured that it was something that I wanted to continue, and I feel like I'm just improving and technique.
Yeah, that's right. No. What about you, Alex?
I started lifting because of CrossFit. I started CrossFit almost 3 years ago, and kind of went just into weightlifting about a year ago.
Nice. Well, that's pretty good. I mean, what got you into becoming a coach and assisting? And you're still an athlete as well, too. I mean, you're still lifting and training, too. But what got you going?
Initially, I did get into it it was fun. It was what I like to do in the CrossFit world. It was mostly weightlifting. Nobody likes cardio. So doing that and then getting into weightlifting more, I took the level 1 course just to kind of gain more insight into the lifts, like the technique and everything behind the lifts. And then in doing that, I also wanted to start coaching weightlifting. It's just like a passion that kept growing. And then I was finally able to do that through ASAP. So.
I got into weightlifting through CrossFit, definitely. It was never something that I did, in high school or anything like that. I was a baseball player, but we did a little bit of strength and conditioning stuff, but not true weightlifting. CrossFit definitely introduced me into the barbell movements, clean and jerk and snatch, and really attracted me to, move forward with it. I started coaching weightlifting about 4 years ago. I've gone through a lot of certificates through CrossFit, but I went through USAW, got my sport performance and advanced sport performance. Something I'm very passionate about. I love weightlifting, I love coaching, and it sounds like all of us none of us had a weightlifting background really until, you were in sports doing, track and field there. You started with our 6-week program, I remember that, and totally developed since then. You started with our general classes and kind of developed from there. So it's been really cool to see how it adapts and how everybody kind of grows into weightlifting just from random backgrounds really. So that's pretty cool. What was Vegas like? What did you think of the A03?
Amazing. It was very, I think insightful is a really good word to describe it, because we got to meet people that we look up to, and we got to talk to them and do a little mini meet and greet, and see how they warm up, how they perform, and even afterwards, and that was just so insightful, and it was just a beautiful experience, and also just so exciting and enthralling, and yeah.
It was a whole nother world almost, to see so many people passionate about weightlifting and just cheering each other on. Everybody's really supportive. I don't know.
Well, coming through, we got perspective from the athletes there, kind of getting some feedback on their insight of how A03 went there. Angelica got to see it from the coaching perspective. She was helping out during the during the A03. So what was your takeaway? What was your experience like?
It was definitely nothing that I could have expected. Going in for my level 1, they don't teach you about what goes on behind the scenes in terms of doing meets or how to count cards or checking the TV and seeing when your lifters go. And then, having them warm up at the right time and things like that. So it was cool to get hands-on experience and to be able to be in that moment and see how it would be, when you're doing a meet or when you have athletes do a meet. And it was a lot of energy is the best way I could describe it. You can feel the energy from, the advanced lifters, from the beginner lifters, from the lifters who are just happy to be there. It was so much positive, hyped up energy that I think it's something that everybody should get to experience.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think, local events are a lot of fun. You can kind of get a feel for everything and kind of get over the fear of being on stage a little bit. So I think it's definitely encouraging, hit those local meets, definitely challenge yourself. You got to record a total anyways to get to the bigger stages, and so that's a lot of fun. But the national stage was incredible. It was cool. It was a good experience for me. I had a lot of fun. My biggest thing was being able to meet a lot of the other coaches or seeing a lot of the other coaches there, watching the, world record holders lift and things like that, seeing how they move, how they train and everything. Just really cool to be around all of that. Totally motivated me to continue learning and keep developing and then giving back to these guys, and hopefully we get some more lifters, coming up and building our program. So, yeah, A03 was great. I loved it. Anything like,
what's like your guys' favorite moment of A03?
Yeah.
I would say after missing my first 2 snatches, being able to go out and kind of new mindset and go out there and hit that third snatch. That was my favorite.
Yeah.
Just to kind of get over the fear of being on the stage is kind of a big shock to walk out there, all the people and the lights. So hitting that third one and then being able to just move on to clean and jerks and
kind of took the pressure off on.
Yeah.
Funny thing is that happened to me. Same exact thing. But yeah, my favorite was when Sarah Robles came up to me and just talked to me, and I got to speak with her for a little bit, so it was just so sweet. But it was really bad timing because it was in the middle of warm-ups, but that didn't throw me off at all. It's all good. I still love her.
Yeah, it's fun being around people like that. It's really encouraging and motivating and stuff. So yeah, we got to meet quite a few lifters there. We got to see a lot of the lifters, of course, definitely. Leading up to it, do you guys remember what it was like training when we were leading up to the
Hard.
Yeah, my body was constantly tired, but you always have to keep in mind why you're doing it and your purpose and your goal. So that was always inspirational and motivational, and try to keep that in mind and push harder.
For me, with the new weight classes, we thought it was better for me to drop weight class, so I had to cut a little bit of weight. So that was definitely challenging. And then also adding the strength and volume accessory work, coming in early before work and then back after work was definitely tiring. But I think it got me a lot stronger for this competition.
Yeah, I think leading up to it, we did increase the volume, we increased our accessory work, and we put a lot of work in to get that strength up, and I think that really helped. You guys were able to hit that third snatch, and we definitely recorded a total. You guys got a national total now, so all of that's pretty cool. And then, Angelica was there, when we were leading up to it too, assisting with the coaching and everything that way. Did you see how these guys, what they were going through, anything that...
It was stressful to say the least. A lot of stressful energy in there too. But it was cool to see them kind of after experiencing what the stage was like, getting their composure and coming back and hitting those lifts and making a total, and seeing all their hard work pay off too. Seeing athletes who are dedicated to the program, who are dedicated to their goals that they have in front of them, and being able to accomplish that. It was really cool to see it come to fruition.
You guys have a favorite, clean and jerk or the snatch? Do you prefer one or the other?
Coming into this program, it was definitely clean and jerk because my snatch was always on the lighter end. I never felt strong in that. But I feel like now, because the snatch is more fluid and mine's getting there, I'm leaning more 60% to the snatch and then 40 to clean and jerk, just because you have to catch it and then you have to jerk it. Oh my gosh, it's my elbows. But it's just you get over the snatch quicker, so I feel like you get over the lift, your nerves go away and you feel good after, when you hit it. So
I think mine's the opposite. I always like snatching. I think in training I like snatching, but then in competition, clean and jerk is definitely more exciting.
Yeah, it's more comfort there.
Yeah,
you have that confidence.
Not as
for
it.
Definitely. What are you guys doing next? What do we got going on next?
Training for another meet in December. So
back to the training
12 weeks. 12 weeks out. More accessory, more another cycle. I don't know.
We're gonna get you into this one too.
Doctor
December?
says I'm good to go, so I'm
Back
good
to
to
training.
Go. Yay.
Trying to get more people,
Involved,
motivated
yeah.
and wanting to compete with us.
Yeah. We did our in-house lift-off last weekend. It was a lot of fun. Good exposure for everybody. All of our members came down. We did a max-out session, so the clean and jerk and the snatch. I think we got a few interest from a lot of the people around here. So if you guys aren't interested in Olympic weightlifting, please hit us up, contact us, send us a DM, or give us a call. Love to help you guys out. We do have some online programming we can send out to you guys, videos for feedback, things like that as well. We have 5 locations. We do have Olympic weightlifting at all of our locations. Our Stockton location is ASAP Weightlifting. That is where our Barbell Club is hosted, where we hold our Barbell Club anyway. So if you are a USAW member, definitely join. If you'd like to be part of our club, send me an email, send a request. I'd love to get you into our programming. I mean, we train hard. We have a lot of fun. I know I push these guys pretty hard, and but we get good results, and we make it fun that way. So love it. You guys have anything you want to throw in there?
Turn up.
Silence
Join
from
our
the
Barbell
lifters.
Club.
Yeah. And
We want to
compete.
grow. Yeah.
But just
Yeah.
remember, guys,
We're gonna compete.
it starts from just, you got to have the will to go for it. Have some fun, introduce yourself to some coaches, come in, start with the barbell, start light, work and develop. Make sure you got a good coach. Learn safely, learn and develop correctly. Try to eliminate bad habits out of the get-go. Start off fresh and start off on the right page. Listen to your coaches. They know what they're talking about.
And do your accessory work.
But thank you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this. If you have any questions or if, anything you want to talk about, please leave us a comment. Contact us. We'll help you guys out along the way. And look forward to some more videos coming up. Keep an eye on these guys. Their national events coming up. Hopefully we'll be back to the A03 next year, and hopefully we'll get on to some other national stages too. So keep training. Yeah, universities.
Okay.
Well, thank you guys, and we'll see you next time.